I will run around the house buck naked if I can. Try not to do that, like when we've got the boys, because that would be weird.
We could retire after this.
Are we done?
No, I'm just kidding. No. This is only the beginning. 100 and then another 500 to go.
All right.
Welcome, everyone.
Contract.
One day I will rest.
We signed a contract. Welcome, everyone. We're live right now on the Rooster website for everyone watching. Thank you for joining us. Here to celebrate 100 episodes of Always Open with us. We've been doing this since September. I'm Barbara Dunkelman, and with me today, we got some special guests.
I'm Ashley.
Yay!
I'm Lindsay Cho.
Hello. It's me. I'm gonna shit myself.
Again.
That's what I said. Your friendly neighborhood pyromaniac.
Hell yeah.
Blow it up. There you go.
Welcome, ladies.
Flawless.
This was the cast for episode 1.
Episode 1.
That we did, so we thought we'd bring it back to celebrate 100, even though you guys have been on many times.
Yes.
I honestly totally forgot that I was on the first episode too.
I did too.
I was like, oh yeah.
I was like, episode 100, I'm honored. That's amazing. And then bro was like, and you sat here, and I was like, I did.
You're like,
That was me?
That's funny. She said that to me, but I
did.
always sit here next to Mary. I'm like,
true.
yeah,
It's
I know.
true.
Thank you.
Thanks for
This is
telling
my
me.
Spot.
So we have a couple special things planned today, but when we reached out to the audience of things we could do on episode 100, overwhelmingly everyone says 100 questions of speed dating.
Whoa, that's a lot of questions.
So we're gonna do 100 questions of speed dating.
As fast as we humanly can.
Yes.
of course.
And remember, you asked for this.
Yeah.
It's true. We're gonna do 25 apiece to make 100 total. We're not doing 100 each because that would take the entire episode probably. There's no timer, but we're still encouraging you to answer
On a timer.
As quickly as possible.
Yeah.
in a hasty fashion.
Haste.
It's all about
Post-haste.
instincts. What would your instinct tell
Right.
you?
First
Yeah.
answer
No one's
that
looking
comes
for
to
an
mind.
essay here.
Yeah, and I did not vet these beforehand, so.
Sweet.
Oh, wait.
Cool.
I truly have no idea what's coming to us.
All right, Ashley, would you like to go first?
Let's do this.
25.
Hit me.
Well,
I'm ready to date.
Could you easily select 5 or fewer friends to be your only friends for the rest of your life?
Yes.
Oh, God. If your partner wanted to pay for you as a couple to see a professional dominatrix, would you go?
Ooh.
Sure.
Ooh, spicy.
Are your parents ugly?
No. No, I got a hot mom.
Ooh, hot mom.
Yeah,
Of course you do. Look at you.
I can't judge my dad because he's my dad. That's weird. But I know I got a hot mom.
They call her
yeah.
Juicy Jenkins, actually.
Back home.
Would you have sex with someone you hated?
No. No, I gotta think about that because there's a lot of people I had sex with and then hated.
And then hated. Oh, that's different.
But just being like, I hate you, let's get naked. Nah.
Did you hate fuck him after?
Go, keep asking.
Are you turned on by sex in public?
No.
Rate your self-confidence. I guess on a scale of 1 to 10.
5.
What a face. Ashley, love yourself.
Just channel Juicy Jenkins.
Well, it
Yeah,
depends
yeah.
because I'll either be like way overconfident about things or be like, I'm the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna meet in the middle.
I feel
Do you have a nice ass?
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, you do.
Ooh.
Would you like to have someone strap on a dildo and put it inside you?
Fuck yeah.
Sure.
Nice.
I guess.
How do you feel about age
for that.
differences in relationships?
Fine.
Would you be willing to engage in mutual masturbation with someone? You would be pleasing yourself and watching them doing the same, but no touching each other.
Yeah, I know how it works.
Yeah,
guy.
sure. But I mean, yeah,
the
but also
dictionary
like you're both there. Like, put a dick in it.
Ooh. Ooh.
Would you still work if you won the lottery?
Wait, I mean, are we talking about like? Sorry.
Moving on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We'll go back to it.
What about the lottery?
Would you still work if you won the lottery?
No.
Me neither. If you worked as a waiter or waitress, would you flirt with customers just to make more tips?
No.
If you could erase any pain from your past and substitute those moments with happiness, would you?
Sure. No. Well, no. Because if I didn't have them, I wouldn't be me.
Very true. If you could choose to live forever, would you?
Absolutely not.
In regards to people who meet your sexual preference, is there a difference between finding them sexy and wanting to have sex with them?
Yes.
Yes. How often do you wear underwear?
Mostly outside the house, but like inside the house, like don't come for me.
Ooh.
Are we like talking totally naked here?
Word.
I will run around the house buck naked if I can. Try not to do that, you know, like when we've got the boys, because that would be weird.
How important is it for you to have the same taste in movies or television programs as your partner?
It's nice to watch them together, so it's, you know, it's a definite plus.
Very true. Are you willing to wear uncomfortable clothes to look good?
Unfortunately, yes.
We're women.
That's what we do all day.
Part of our MO.
They're called shoes.
We're trained from birth.
Would you pretend to share an interest with someone you really liked as a way to gain favor with them?
Totally have. Guess what? It doesn't work out.
Oh.
The second they start to like ask you any like in-depth questions, they're like, "Oh, really? You like this thing?" And then you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit,
So
here
which
we
one's
go."
your favorite? The red one.
and then you show that like you actually know nothing, and they're like,
Then
"Then you're worse off. You're worse off."
Do you like to hear derogatory terms during sex?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to think that like that'd be cool, and then I'd be like, "Excuse me, respect me."
Yeah, I like to think that it would be like not actually derogatory things, just like, oh, you little bugger.
Do you remember that there was on the thing? There was a story on Reddit where a dude didn't know how to dirty talk.
Oh, yeah.
So he was like, "You like."
yeah, he said some pretty terrible.
I don't want to say the. I hate saying the
Cringy?
word.
He said,
No.
you like that,
So,
you fucking R
R
word.
word.
Oh.
And
Oh my God.
He like
Wow.
he's like,
All right.
She was like,
So
I'm dry.
Whoa.
so you know, if I heard that one, I'd be like, oh,
What's up?
That's a hardcore deal breaker.
Pablo Francisco.
How many do we have left?
Only a few. We're almost done. Would you ever consider making a sex video with your partner?
nope.
Imagine your date starts groping you in the car while you're driving. Which would you be more likely to do? Pull over immediately and return the favor, find the nearest hotel room, roll with the flow and keep driving, or tell them to stop?
Is there an option to like hit them?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Don't like if I'm assuming like you say
Driving
date,
safety.
so we're talking like pre like boyfriend. Don't fucking follow me in the car. First of all, drive safe. Second of all, what the fuck, dude?
Word.
Respect me.
Hell yeah.
Bet.
Save
And
the
then-
groping for like when we're at a standstill.
I'm riding Ashley's respect high. I'm like,
Yeah. Fuck it up.
Say it, snaps. All right, being gagged during sex. Love it if I'm doing it. Love it if I'm receiving it. I find this horrifying. I don't feel strongly one way or the other.
Wait, so what?
Being gagged.
No.
just.
I don't
no.
see that option here. So I find this horrifying.
Fine,
Yeah, I don't
There you go.
want to.
Yeah.
Nope.
Not for
Agreed.
me.
I don't want to like. What if I get like spit or something? I can't.
I like
no,
how
just
that's
don't.
your concern.
Yeah.
Instead
What
of
if I?
just
What if there's
jokes.
spit?
My brain's like, I am not a dog. And Ashley's like, kind of gross. I don't-
All right, only 2 more to go. Do you believe in dinosaurs?
Yes.
They believe in you.
They believe in you. If you had the option to see your date
Yeah, I would
naked
hope so.
before your first meeting, would you take it?
No.
No?
No, I want the mystery.
Oh,
I want the unveiling.
very good, Ashley. 25. 25.
I scored 25 out of 25.
25
did
out of
it.
25. You
Good.
won.
That's good. My favorite part was when you said put a dick in it, because all I thought of was the Portland slogan, put a bird on it.
They should change their slogan.
Yeah, put a dick in it.
Put a dick in
That
it.
should be the always open slogan.
Put a dick in it. I don't want that.
Well, yeah.
Don't
we
do
need
that for
something
me.
to balance it out. Oh, we forgot to light our candles.
Oh.
Should we do it now?
Yes, why not?
We
I
brought
thought
a
you were
cake.
the friendly neighborhood pyramid.
I am. We brought a cake. I brought a cake, and I brought some candles too. And then I forgot a lighter. So Eric went and brought me one, and he said, "Do you want to hold on to this, or do you want me to bring it out to you?" And I said, "I want to hold on to it." And he goes,
And then you yelled, give me my sword.
and then I yelled, "Give me my sword, Eric!"
This is like the sword of lighters.
Fire sword.
Yes.
Oh.
So now we'll celebrate 100 episodes and Ashley getting through 25 questions of speed dating all at once.
There we go.
Should we blow it out together?
I feel
Yeah.
like I've just dated the world.
Okay.
Why not?
All right.
All together?
Congrats to us.
Happy
100th
100th birthday.
Happy
Yeah.
100 episodes.
3, 2, 1. Beautiful.
Yay!
Okay.
We did it.
We did it.
I always like how people still clap when people blow out the birthday candles.
It's exciting.
It's like, yeah, you
It's an
have
accomplishment.
Someone recently said that was like the whitest thing ever. I'm like it's kind of true.
very true.
The whitest thing ever, they said, is when you clap when a plane lands, or you clap when a movie ends.
Yep.
Oh,
That
no,
or
I
You're not
get it for
wrong.
clapping when a plane lands because they always do it in Vegas.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
plane
so they're
lands
excited
in
to be
Vegas and
there.
everyone's like, woo!
Yeah,
And
everyone's
then
trying to party.
you land home from Vegas and everyone's like this.
Yep.
Dude, I gotta send you a video at some point. But on the way to Vegas, we just went to a convention. in
Oh my
Vegas.
God, yeah.
These people behind me were trashed, and it was 2 girls and a guy. They had just met on the plane. They were talking shop, and I was like, oh, there's gonna be like some meetup in Vegas at some point. So, in multiple parts of the conversation throughout the plane ride, they're like yelling at each other in like full volume. I can hear them through my noise canceling headphones.
They were
I'm
like 10 rows behind me and I still heard them. And they were apparently very close to you.
Yes, they were like right behind me. So at one point, the plane is landing, and they're like, guys, put your hands up, put your hands up. So they like put their hands up like a roller coaster, and they're like, woo! Then they start doing the wave in their row. And the person next to them on the right doesn't know them. They're like, come on, guy, like join us for the rave. Join us. The dude is not having it. He's just like, leave me alone. I don't know who you are. So for 3 minutes, they're going, woo!
Oh no!
Oh, you didn't do it. Well, now we got to do it again. You didn't do it. I'm like, oh my God, kill me.
I would have opened the escape door.
I also love them.
Yeah, I know.
They're the worst people, but also I love them.
They're
the
living their
other,
lives.
The other most white thing that you can do is when you get to a restaurant and then all of a sudden a bunch of people show up right behind you and you're like, we got here at a good time.
Yeah.
Yes, dude, that is my father. We just got here right on time, didn't we?
I think I say that every time that happens in any
yeah.
location.
We got here right on time.
Oh, we got here just in time, guys. Look.
I do have a
awesome.
profound sense of relief anytime that happens.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to be waiting behind those people to order either.
Right.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right, Miss
right.
Lindsay.
Let's
do it.
Rapid
25
fire,
to
baby.
go.
I'm gonna need another drink.
Oh, wow. Damn.
These questions.
Girl.
Listen, I
Lindsay's
just
almost ready.
I'm back.
She's back, baby.
Back,
I
baby.
need this.
While walking down the street, you see an amazingly attractive member of your preferred gender. They are completely naked and floating 3 feet in the air. What the fuck? Which is more intriguing, the fact that they're naked or the fact that they're defying gravity?
Well, obviously, the fact that they're floating. I've seen naked people before.
Yeah.
I fucking love this question so much.
I live in
That's so
Austin. There's
great.
naked people all over the place.
Would you do a strip tease for your mate?
I have and will again.
Nice.
And now I'm just imagining, because like whenever I see you dance, it's always silly dancing. Like,
Oh yeah, no, it is for sure.
It's just a lot of that.
Are you ashamed of any of your sexual desires?
Yes. It's a guilty pleasure.
Okay, literally. Would you have sex with someone if you were blindfolded and would never know who it was, only that it would be someone you had never met before?
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Stranger
That
danger.
seems weird.
Yeah. You're dirty.
Would you take off your top while dancing in a nightclub?
No, I don't like my body. I'm good.
I feel like that's a lot to put out there for a lot of strangers.
I only know
Yeah.
one person who would ever do that.
Yeah.
Her name is Vicky Pham. She works for Sugar Pine,
Oh.
and I've seen her do
Oh.
it.
Do you drink milk and juice straight out of the carton and then put it back in the fridge?
Not anymore.
Yay, you're growing! Marriage has changed you. Would you dump someone simply because they weren't good at sex?
Yes. And I guess we weren't dating, but technically it's happened before. I'm
Yeah.
like, so we're done talking. Cool.
Well, that's what's like
It's over.
good and bad about when you are dating and then like sleep with someone early on in that to know like, okay,
Texas has to fight these balloons.
he had to do that on 69 too.
I know. I like the 69 a little better.
A little better.
Yeah, a
100,
little
but
better.
it works.
Now you have 3 balloons to play with.
No.
That's amazing.
Thank you, Texas.
Thank you.
All right. Would you watch a porno movie with your ideal match?
I have.
Ooh.
Hot.
I still have never done that.
For sexy reasons or to critique the performances?
A little bit of both.
Ooh.
A little bit of both. We like to analyze our media.
Take down notes.
Yeah.
For $1 million, would you end any relationship no matter how good it was?
No, I don't think so. Love's more important.
Very much so.
I think.
I agree. $1 billion though.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
we'll talk.
100%. Bye.
$1 can buy a lot of fake love.
Both start with B.
If you had an 18-year-old son or daughter, which you will someday,
Oh, God.
who wanted to become an adult film star, how would you react?
I'd have to be supportive. Be like, there's a lot of negativity surrounding this. It'd be like a hardcore mom seminar. Like,
Yeah.
let's
Ooh,
talk.
hardcore mom. Something that
There
she
you
could
go.
be in. Like,
Oh God.
Man.
That's my job. I earned that. Not coming in for my paychecks.
Would you consider dating someone who acquires most of their food from garbage dumpsters?
No,
Freegan, baby.
I'm good.
I want to know who that person even is.
Yeah.
And you're just going on a date with them, and they're like, by the way, how many porn stars can you name off the top of your head?
5. 'Cause I just did it. I was
Damn.
like, yeah.
I think I can name like
Yes.
I got up to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meryl Salcedo.
Well,
Would
that's
you
yeah, it's a given.
would you rather live forever or die happy?
Die happy, for sure.
Would you be jealous if your partner thought a fictional character was really hot?
No. Because I think fictional characters.
Who did you say was your first crush? You talked
Joey
about it.
Wheeler from Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah.
Legitimately.
No shame. I love that guy.
Are you more horny or more lonely?
Horny? Is that weird?
Nice.
No, not at all.
No, why would you be
You have a whole family.
I'm married.
How many books do you own?
A lot, actually. I think close to right now, probably 50 books.
Okay.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Damn. For you, would getting amnesia be a good thing?
No, I already lived my life having amnesia. I barely remember anything. It sucks.
I feel like my memory's getting worse as I get older,
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
and I'm terrified of it. Do you feel that a major reduction of the human population is necessary for long-term survival of the Earth? Okay,
Take it easy, Thanos.
Yes, I am a fan of let's increase contraceptives and really get a lot of sex education for people who don't or should not have kids. I
Yeah.
should say, not don't want to have kids, but shouldn't. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't want to snap them dead though.
exactly.
No, I don't think.
I can't do that. Can't be like you're done.
You could. You just
It's
gotta
preventative.
You just gotta find the stones.
Maybe just some really bad people.
Yeah,
Just
there
a
you go.
couple here and there. If you had to choose, would you rather spend a year totally isolated from others or a year without ever being alone?
Probably a year without ever being alone. I get lonely.
You probably live that way too. You got
Yeah,
two
I like
kids
my
now.
me time, but I get lonely.
Would you feel uncomfortable if your partner's pet saw you masturbating?
Yes, pets are out of the room for any sexual things ever. I don't want a dog staring at me.
I'm just imagining a dog. You know when dogs see something that
Just sitting there waiting.
or they do
yeah.
the little head
Yeah.
tilt.
Or if they're like, it's time to play, and you're like,
You're playing. I want to play.
Would you rather be tied up during sex, do the tying, both, or avoid bondage altogether?
I'm gonna avoid bondage altogether. I'm with Ashley.
Little claustrophobic.
Demand respect. Mutual respect there.
Yes. Would you ever eat something out of the trash? Speaking of which.
it depends. Are you on a date with that guy?
Yeah.
You assume that I haven't.
What have you eaten out of the
Desperate.
trash?
I guess it's not eaten, but I accidentally threw away some cigarettes once. And I was like, fuck. This is in college. I had no money, and I was a sad cigarette addict. So I was like, I guess I'm going dumpster diving for that cigarette that I dropped in here. And I did.
Oh, wow. The other day we had a quick side note. We had a shoot and we had some breakfast tacos in the morning, but I guess Bernie's intermittent fasting, so he doesn't eat until later in the day.
Right.
And so he had hid some tacos in the fridge, and I guess someone had thrown them away. And he was just like, hey, does anyone know where those tacos went? And I think it might have been Christina or someone. She was just like, oh, I threw them away because usually once it's past 2, no one touches them and
Yeah.
just toss them. And he was just like, how long ago? How long have they been sitting
Yes.
in
I mean, to be fair,
They were wrapped up.
They were wrapped up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
in
he did not
tinfoil.
eat them.
The George
He's
Costanza
not-
argument.
He's not dumpster driving.
I would have
Such a
done it.
Bernie move, though. It's perfect.
All right, only 3 more to go. Would
All
you
right.
ever consider having sex in a church?
Yes. I haven't, but yes. I'd be okay with that.
Remember, God is
I know I'm
always
not
watching.
religious. I'm the worst.
You discover that someone you're newly in love with wants to urinate on you during sex. Would you consider staying with this person?
Oh, fuck off.
No golden showers for you?
You've probably gotten urinated on, though.
But accidentally, sure.
I'm talking about your kids.
yeah.
Not in a sexy format, though.
I can choose this.
All right, last one, and this is one of my favorite questions. If a clone was made of you, would you sleep with it?
No. People have asked me that before too. I'm like, I hate myself. No, absolutely not. Nuh-uh.
Even just to see how it is?
No.
Barbara's
Not at all.
I would totally fuck.
If you're okay and
No.
stuff?
There's so many times it's
Some
sad.
things are better not knowing.
It's very true.
It's sad to think about, but my sexual encounters usually start off with me being like, I'm so uncomfortable with my body, and I'm sorry, partner. But they're
Oh.
like, no, you're beautiful. It's great. Like, kid, thanks.
You are beautiful.
Thank you.
And wonderful.
I would put a bag over my head and then just go to town.
There you go.
I'd put a bag over my own head.
But
Let the clone do whatever she
The
wants.
good thing is that you guys would know exactly what you like
True.
and what feels good.
Very true.
that just sounds like masturbation with extra steps.
That's true. But it's always better when someone else does it for you, you know?
Oh yeah.
We'd
That's why you
probably-
sit on your hand until it goes numb.
We'd probably move away from sex anyways. Like, you want to watch Netflix or something.
Right.
Yeah, cool.
I feel like I'd have a lot of fun hanging out with myself.
Yeah.
All right, Mariel.
Okay, let's
25
do it.
for you, Miss Lady.
We're going. 25.
right.
Do you more
this.
easily fall in love or fall out of love?
Probably fall in love.
Is it generally acceptable for you? acceptable to you for a sex partner to initiate foreplay while you are sleeping?
No. Wake me up.
Before you go,
nice.
No.
which pubic hairstyle do you prefer on a partner?
An eagle? I don't. What are the options?
I guess
here?
like
I mean, there's
completely
just
like
Brazilian.
I don't know about
like,
completely.
like go like
shaved,
70s
just
bush.
because- oh,
Yeah.
I'm not going full
Like,
bush.
do you want to
but
like, like neat on top, but like long on the sides, or like?
I like a mullet actually.
Okay, perfect.
Mullet's my favorite.
Yeah, a business in front, party in back.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining long butt hair. Do you ever feel the need to pick at other people's blemishes?
Yes.
I feel like everyone does this with their significant other.
Oh,
It's,
well.
it's the best part of having a significant other.
Oh, well, for me, it's my parents. My dad, the other day when I was visiting him, he had like a blackhead right under his ear, and the entire time I was just like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
I'm glad you're like me.
How does the idea of being slapped hard in the face during sex make you feel?
No, thank you.
I don't think that's
I,
ever
I will
nice.
slap you back.
Yeah, I've gotten slapped before, and I didn't like it.
No.
It's not nice.
I've never
Was
been,
it
but I don't
supposed to be
want
hot?
Yeah, and I was just like, ow,
it. Yeah.
that's ruined it. Get off.
The
I'm
fuck?
really turned on though. Do you wear different or special underwear when you go out on dates?
No.
Would you consider dating someone who had a previous relationship with a close relative of yours?
No.
While in the middle of the best lovemaking of your life, if your lover asked you to squeal like a dolphin, would you?
The best, maybe. I would be very bad at it though.
I know.
Would it still be the best sex of your life after that request?
Afterwards, I mean,
Yeah.
Maybe if you're like super in the moment.
yeah.
You know how sexual dolphins are?
Yeah.
Well, they're pretty
Yeah.
bad too.
They have sex for pleasure.
I know.
Is leaving your mark on the world important to you?
I don't know about the world, but definitely the people around me.
Good call. Are you the person you want to be?
Almost. Getting there.
Is it more important to you that you are tactful or truthful?
Tactful.
I don't believe you.
If you were performing oral sex on a partner who accidentally farted, how do you think you'd react?
Probably just laugh a lot and then have to take a moment.
Just-
to,
Waft a little bit. That's happened to me before.
oh, has it?
Yeah, and it was like the way he was sitting on a couch and I was below, and so it like literally,
Yeah.
Oh no!
Sweet.
like the hair blew back and everything.
God damn.
Do you think that someone's choice of footwear can really say a lot about them?
No.
Not even if it's Crocs.
Oh, yes. Only if it's Crocs, asterisk.
Or flip flops.
if it's Crocs or flip.
Would you ever consider hiring a detective to find out if someone is cheating on you?
No. That's expensive.
Yeah, that's
I
a
could.
lot.
I'll just hire our good friend Emily McBride and
Yeah.
pay her. a
She
small-
honestly should open her own detective agency. Do you think a straight man and a straight woman can truly be just friends?
Yes.
I agree. Consider your skills. Based on these, would you be able to survive at least a year in a post-apocalyptic world? Imagine no electricity, no plumbing, no grocery stores, and so on.
I'd give myself maybe 6 to 9 months.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
That's a long time. When you are feeling down or blue, which is most comforting to you? Food, sex, exercise, music?
Lately, it's been exercise.
Oh,
Yes.
well done.
Go girl.
If the technology to freeze your age and not get any older was available, but the trade-off was that you had to act that way forever, which age range would you stop at?
32.
All right.
I feel like I'll find myself in my 30s.
I think the 30s is where it's at. I'm only saying that because I'm almost 30.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Which, yeah,
30s is pretty good.
yeah,
what I've
what I
heard.
hear.
30 is like the new sexy from what I'm
That's what I
understanding.
hear,
That's what Hollywood
yeah.
keeps telling me.
Yeah,
30
it's
is where
like-
it's at.
You're not quite like physical peak anymore, but I feel like way better. Like
You got
20s
experience.
me was an asshole.
Well,
Yeah.
you know yourself.
Of course, 40s me will probably think 30s
you
me
give
was an
less of
asshole,
a
so.
shit too, right? It's
Yes.
just like,
You're
this
just
is who I
Like,
am.
do your
Fucking
thing.
deal with it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Which of these is your most frequent partner in sexual fantasies? Persons I'm currently obsessed or in love with, a person I've had sex with before but don't now, a person from the media such as a celebrity, or a fantasy partner totally unrelated to reality or a cartoon.
A. The first one.
Person I'm currently obsessed or in love with.
Yeah.
So sweet. Would you
Well.
like would you like to be the supreme ruler of all people on earth?
God, no.
What do you think of voyeurism?
It's watching people have sex, right? Not for me.
No.
No.
Have you ever been to a sex shop?
Yes.
If you walked in on your partner masturbating, what would Best describe your reaction.
Hey.
I feel like I'd be like,
Like,
Fawns it.
Yeah. Hey.
I was gonna be like, need a hand?
literally.
You already got
What
one.
to?
Okay.
Manuela. Does the idea of flipping a coin to make important life decisions appeal to you?
No, not at all.
And finally, would you like to receive pain during sex?
No.
I feel like we've already covered.
Yeah.
No slappy slappy.
No slappy slappy.
You did it.
No slappy slappy on me.
yay!
Do we get to light the candles again?
That's
Just
great.
keep lighting them?
In between each person.
All right.
These are hard to do.
We are. Where are we? Oh, Barb,
We're
right
used to
here.
doing
25 is a lot of introspection.
It is.
We're used to doing like 5 or 6 per
Yeah.
person max.
I like that as you progress, you get further in your own head, and it takes longer to answer. You're like, oh, who am I?
I
Oh,
know.
I know, right? But it's funny watching, like, because I know I've probably answered some of these before, and I know my answers have changed, or at least.
I swear to God, if that cousin fucker question is on there.
Barbara, would you fuck your cousin? Whoa. Question number 1. Okay, we're going. And do you ever make up stories to tell people just for laughs?
No.
Would you ever sleep with a porn star?
No.
Have you ever tasted your own sexual fluids?
Yes.
Once you're intimate, how often would you and your significant other have sex?
About 3 times a week, 4 times a week.
Nice, baby. Barbara's getting piped. On average, how much alone time do you need each day?
Oh, at least an hour or 2.
In between pipings? Okay. Do you consider yourself a truly honest person in all aspects of your life?
95%.
Okay. You walk out of your home first thing in the morning, late for work and in a serious hurry because you greatly enjoy your job and you don't want to lose it. At the same time, a bird with a broken wing is struggling in some bushes nearby. What do you do?
On my way to work, I'd call animal control.
There you go. After meeting somebody new, is it acceptable to search the internet to find out information about them?
Yes.
100%, I agree.
Yes. You gotta be safe.
You got it. You
Stay
got it.
sexy, don't get murdered.
Your partner, out of nowhere, without any warning, smacks your rear end quite hard while out in public. You feel mostly what?
Mostly, what do I feel?
Yeah.
Shocked, but okay with it.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
You smack everyone's ass in public.
Yeah.
If you
that's
love
true.
them,
That's true. I just go around. Just
pretend you're playing baseball.
attaboy.
Good game.
If you took nude photos of your lover, would you give them the prints and negatives or destroy them if you broke up?
I would destroy them.
Also, what era is that question from?
Yeah.
I believe 1852. How big is your porn collection?
Oh, I don't have a
Who
porn
has a
collection.
porn
I just go to
collection
the
these
internet.
days?
The internet.
the
is
internet.
Vast.
Yeah, I guess.
And full of terrors.
Infinite.
Exactly. If an otherwise perfect match gave you an ultimatum to become a vegetarian, what would you do?
I could be a vegetarian.
Kill them and eat them. Is
Although
my
I
response.
think you would answer that question differently.
I just said kill them and eat them.
Yeah.
I like Mario's answer.
Why do you dress the way you do?
Because life's too short to give a fuck.
There you go.
That sounds like such a passive-aggressive question.
I
Why
know.
do you
Why
dress the way you
dress
do?
the way you do? It's like
Or
a
be like,
backhanded
wow, that's
compliment.
brave.
Yeah, I've had people tell me that before. And I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
Oh, it's like, oh, that's a choice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting mix.
Would you pick up a hitchhiker?
No.
Imagine you discover that your happily married best friend has a profile on a dating site listing them as single and looking. What do you do?
I would probably contact that person and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Your friend?
And say, you better be honest with your significant other or I'm going to tell them for you.
Ooh, fuck it up. Would you ever take your family to a nude beach?
Fuck no. Avoid.
It says toilet seat up or down, but like,
Oh, maybe like the lid?
Seat or lid? Yeah.
yes.
I like the
Big
lid
difference.
up because when I have to pee, it's usually like
Oh, yeah.
immediate.
Just gotta go in there. Take
So
a
I
seat.
don't want to have to like turn around and put it up.
Which of the following could you most easily live without for an entire month? Toothbrush and toothpaste, phone, internet, porn.
Porn. So we've done that before.
Imagine your partner enjoys getting naked in public places where nudity is not socially acceptable. This would be a turn off, a turn on, irrelevant.
Probably irrelevant.
Really?
Maybe to turn off, if anything.
Trevor's just out in HEB stripping. He's got his dang dog
Well, I'd be
hanging
worried
out
that
in
he'd
the
get
dairy aisle.
arrested. So that's why I'd be like, maybe don't do that.
Good point.
Yeah.
How do you feel about internet sex, also known as cybering? These questions are
Whoa.
from the 1980s.
I may or may not have done that as a teenager.
With probably a man who was way too old, Barb.
Yeah. One of them was one time with a guy I knew from school who was in
hot.
like 2 grades older than me.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
And
Nice.
then like we never spoke ever again.
Yeah.
Because it was awkward.
Wonder, do people probably still go in chat rooms and
talk to
chat
I don't know.
Absolutely.
Our chat room's still around. I don't even know.
I guarantee there are things like that, like
Yeah.
forums and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just have experience with that from like long distance relationships. Like, sorry, you're on tour in the
Yep.
Marines, so
How does it feel?
Skype.
You said on tour, I was like, ooh, what band?
Yeah.
the Uras.
Gross. Imagine you're low on money and behind on rent. An unattractive person offers to help you financially in exchange for sex. Would you?
No.
You don't want to bone a not attractive sugar
No.
daddy? Good for
Unless we were already dating.
you. Who is more annoying, the person who talks too much or the person who doesn't talk enough?
It's a person who talks too much.
Would you consider dating somebody who publishes the most intimate details of their relationships in their blog?
No. I mean, we talk about a lot of very intimate details, but to an extent.
Right.
Yeah.
Imagine that you live in a place where public nudity is not only legal but also socially acceptable. Assuming that climate is favorable, how often would you be totally naked in public?
Like half the time.
Half the time. Do you feel as though the craziest, most experimental stage of your life is in the past or has yet to come?
Definitely in the past.
It's gone.
Yep.
We got chill Barbara now.
We do.
She's just staying home getting piped.
Listen, getting piped, happily in a relationship, gonna be 30 soon.
Is it true that it's legal for women to go topless here?
Austin.
Anywhere that men can go topless, women can go topless.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're visiting Austin for RTX,
Hence,
Oh, yeah.
6th Street.
I've
It's
seen
always like a
couples-
nice surprise too. Like,
Yeah, you're like, oh.
you always like forget, and then you just see a pair of breastises when you're out, and you're like, oh, I forgot about that.
There's
like,
a
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
side note that we were at a convention, me and Lindsay, this weekend, and there was a woman who was dressed up as a Dragon Ball Z character.
She's Frieza from Dragon Ball Z.
Frieza. And she had body paint on and no clothes.
Yeah.
But like you had to literally do like a triple take to realize it.
She had like little pasties on, but then it
Oh,
painted
she
her,
was
like,
completely naked.
completely naked. And I think she had like a little thong or
thing.
something.
Yeah.
But like
Nice.
those boobs looked like cartoon boobs. They were like literally.
Just
She
right
was
there and beautiful.
naturally perky. And I
Yes.
was like, I
So
feel
jealous.
weird because you're cosplaying as Frieza right now, but I'm attracted to you.
Yeah.
What is happening? Like,
Texas and I, we've been working out together, and we said that for RTX, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go naked and just body paint clothes onto ourselves.
I don't have the balls for that. Or I guess
I would never do it.
So if you
I don't have
haven't
a pussy
gotten your tickets to RTX yet,
If you haven't gotten your tickets to RTX yet, you can see Texas and I naked there with painted clothes on.
All right, well, before we move on, we got some questions to answer for you guys as well. We're going to say thank you to Rothy's. This episode of Always Open is brought to you by Rothy's. Rothy's has quickly grown to a most loved, gotta have them brand. It's no surprise that they have over 1,000 nearly perfect reviews. I still have my little white sneakers from Rothy's. They have all these different styles. It was impossible to choose from. But the ones I picked out are like these little flat white shoes, and they go with everything, whether it's dressy or casual. They also have like the little pointed toe flats. All very comfortable, very cute, different styles and different colors. Rothy's are the everyday flats for life on the go. They're stylish and versatile, and they go with everything from yoga pants to dresses to skirts. It will blow your mind that they're made from recycled plastic water bottles as well. In fact, Rothy's has diverted over 25 million water bottles from landfills. Another major bonus, they're fully machine washable. Every time they need a refresh, you could simply toss them in the washing machine. Rothy's are manufactured in a zero-waste factory, and they ship directly in the shoebox, no unnecessary packaging. Rothy's are feel-good flats in more ways than one. You can check out all the amazing styles right now at rothys.com/open. Go to rothys.com/open to get your new favorite flats, comfort, style, and sustainability. These are the shoes you've been waiting for. Head over to rothys.com/open today. That's rothys.com/open. Boop, boop. Thank you, Rothys.
Rothy.
Get to step in.
Man, I feel so much better about buying things when I'm like, oh, cool, like the zero waste, and it's amazing we can make it out of plastic.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm just like, I feel good.
It's saving
Yeah.
the world.
Or at least not damaging it worse.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
we all do our part, we can change a lot.
I agree. I've heard a lot of people be like, oh, it's too troublesome. It's very difficult to navigate. And like, yeah, okay, that's true. There's always like unethical practices in
Yeah.
some form, but you can at least put an effort out there.
At least.
Try-
Do what
yeah.
you can.
Exactly.
Recycle. Do things like that.
Reduce,
I
reuse,
wanna learn
recycle, Rihanna.
composting.
Rihanna.
Like, I don't know anything about composting.
That one's hard. I've been trying to figure that out myself
Did
because
you
I
compost growing up? Because you're on a
no,
farm.
no. Well,
Composting, I feel like, is a newer, especially in the States, it's like a newer thing, like within the last 5 years or
Which
so.
is weird because growing up, like, we had a compost since I was
Really?
a kid. Yeah, that was a big thing in our backyard. My dad would use it to, like, mulch our gardens and stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's actually a lot of stuff you could put in compost,
you
surprisingly.
can put so much.
Yeah,
There's a lot
tissue
of
paper.
containers that are now coming with that say they're 100% compostable.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's great.
There's also the city of
compost
Austin
yet.
has a program right now. If you have your own compost bin and like that you get yourself, they give you like a rebate. You-
Yeah.
Oh,
They
cool.
basically like pay for it and you just compost yourself. So
Yeah,
go and do it.
Save money
Awesome.
in the world. Yeah. All right, so let's go to our first question.
Please.
So, since we mentioned this is the 100th episode, we first recorded September 2016. We have 2 questions. One is, are you afraid of change? And also, what has changed in your life since the first episode back in 2016?
We're almost, well, what we're in June.
Almost
we're
3 years.
Almost 3 years, yeah.
Wow.
We're a few months shy. We're a few months shy
Hey.
of 3 years since
Thanks.
that first episode, which
Yeah.
is insane.
For 2 seconds, I thought that was me for me too, and I was like, all right, I'm still working on this one.
The breaks.
But
Have to
ready.
squeeze through, yeah. So, are you afraid of change? Is the first question.
Yes and no. I mean, change is scary.
Yeah.
But it's important, I think.
Yes.
Especially like one of the questions was like, would you change or forget like bad memories that
Yeah.
you've had? And I completely agree. It's like, yeah, they suck. And they're really shitty, and it sucks to think back on them, but they make you who you are. And in many cases, I think they create character growth, which seems stereotypical, but it's very true. Especially in like negative relationships I've had beforehand. It's really taught me, I don't know, a lot for my marriage currently of like,
Sure.
okay, here are some red flags I can look out for, or here's how I can address things that I didn't address so well in previous relationships. And without that, like, you know, it could really have a negative effect on my marriage. So I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot has changed for you
Yeah.
since
2 kids
then.
now. 2 kids now. Yeah.
2 kids. Yeah, that when did you have
Iris was,
Iris was 2017.
2017?
and then Luna was 2019.
Yeah. She's 2 months now. Little cutie.
You've literally you've popped out 2 kids.
Kids since we started the
first
show.
episode. I got nothing. I got no kids. I got depression.
I'm in the weird mental change too, where I was like, 2 kids, we're good. Like Michael and I were like, 2 kids sounds great, maybe 3. I don't know. I had the second kid. I'm like, I want 4 children.
Oh my God.
I want them all. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. I like being pregnant. I liked having kids.
You were also talking about how the doctors were like, you are made for having kids.
Yes,
Like,
like-
your body handles it so well.
It was weird to hear, but I'm like, thank you. They were like, seriously, like, you're built for having children. And Michael, of course, took it to like a weird nerd point where he's like, if we were in the future, like, you would be harvested for children.
Handmaid's Tale, they'd be all over her.
Hey,
Cool. Great.
you'd be off Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, 2 kids, man.
And then Ashley.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a little
Couple things have changed
Ugh.
since 2016.
I'm finally gonna have the first.
Yeah,
And
congrats.
in 2016, I didn't know if I would.
Yeah.
Like I used to. It takes a couple years. Like it took a few years because when I was younger, I didn't think I would have kids.
When did you guys get engaged to? That was like around
2015.
it's like at this point you're like, eh.
It's been too long. See, I'm not scared of change. I'm just really bad at it.
Yeah.
I'm very slow
Everyone
at like
moves at their own
making the
pace. Yeah.
changes because it's like there's if you go like, oh, there's not like a rush, but I just don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And you guys were,
he's not getting away.
yeah, we were living together too. And
Yeah.
from my point of view, that basically is like, you're already married.
Yeah.
It's just a formality at this point.
Yeah, although I don't know. I'm tempted to like at least like run off with him for a weekend to make it like I don't know, like official before kiddo comes, just to be like legally we're sorted out and then we'll do like the big party later.
We were just
I
in
don't know.
Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
A lot of people doing it there.
Or we can have Elvis do it. Just like all the
That's
movies. Yeah, so change is, it's scary, sometimes goes slow, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
How scared were you when you realized that this was gonna happen?
I was actually really excited.
Yeah?
I
I guess 'cause
excited.
you, like,
I
been
found out 2 days before Christmas.
Aw.
So,
Wait, did you
I
give him-
wrapped up my little pee test.
Oh no!
And I put it on his bedside table, and so he woke up in the middle of the night, and he was like, "Is it a kazoo?" And I was like, "Yes."
Yes.
it's
You're
a
like, yeah,
kazoo."
put your mouth on it.
Oh God.
for it.
Wait,
You know,
but
and
what
all
was his reaction?
He was thrilled. We'd been trying for a long time.
Yeah.
We've been trying for about a year. We had one false start, So finally getting like a yes was like,
Yeah.
so
A
excited.
lot of people don't realize too, like how difficult it is to conceive, and for a lot of couples too, and how many miscarriages do happen. It's very common.
Yeah.
No one talks about it,
Yeah.
so
It's like a weird stigma and taboo, like, oh no,
It
don't
is.
mention it. I'm like,
Right.
it's fine, it happened. I feel like it'd be more comfortable for people, and they would feel like a sense of relief in knowing that they're not alone.
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, because it happens, especially like the older you get, the more like difficult it becomes.
I think it's past 35, the doctor considers you like at risk. Or
Yeah.
It's like,
Don't even tell me about it. They're like, yes, mother of advanced stage, and I'm like, you should. Yeah, so I get like extra insurance coverage
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
because I'm 36 and all that. So actually, really handy. They're like, what test would you like? And I'm like, all of them.
Yeah.
Run every test you have.
Want to
Take
be
my
as
blood.
safe as possible.
Yeah.
See, my mother, she miscarried twice in between me and my sister. And then she had difficulty with my sister. She thought we would only have one kid, just me. And then she was kind of like a surprise baby, like, oh shit, it worked. Like, you're gonna have
Yeah.
a sister, cool. So we thought for me, I was like, surely it will take a long time, whatever. But for some odd reason, and I think it's Michael's genetics, it was like, boom, you're pregnant, let's go. Boom, you're pregnant again. I'm like,
Yep.
cool, all right.
The whole ovulation process is crazy. They're like, all right, you have a 24-hour window.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Go, go, go.
It's
Get
like-
piped.
It's like dude stuff is gonna last this long in you. Your thing is gonna, your egg is gonna like come down and it's good for like 12 to 24 hours. So you better hope that they meet.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, yeah, there's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it's
What's
totally
the-
true.
If you're
so crazy
going
too.
for it, you're like, all right, we got okay, let's go.
Yeah. I have a friend she's currently trying to conceive, and she was just like her alarm went off, and she was like, oh yeah, well, got to do that tonight. I was just like, so we started, kind of, I started asking her questions. I was like, when you get to that point where you're like, literally just having sex just to conceive, like, is it still, she was like, yeah, it's still enjoyable, but like, you are like trying to achieve a task.
Yes.
at the
Yeah,
same
it
time.
is a lot more. Transactional is not the right word, but it's like
Shake hands afterwards.
It's like
Thank
going
you.
to the bank
Yeah,
and
you know-
making a deposit.
Yeah, it's like
Official planned out.
Yeah, it's like one of the tasks that you need to get done today.
Right.
Yeah.
Is like, all right, well, we need to bone today. Like, this is important.
See, we had that, and then on top of that,
You get my
with-
Google Calendar invite.
please say yes or no.
Yeah.
RSVP.
He accidentally sent it to Major Nelson. You're getting piped today.
There are apps that will help you track your flow and like what time would be best for conception. So we're using that. Conceiving was a-okay.
I got a digital pee stick.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. I haven't done that. Goodness. Maybe for the future.
Kid number 3 and 4.
Right. Oh God. For Luna, she made it all the way to almost to her due date by a few days. Iris was a month early.
Yeah.
So for Luna, we got to the point where I was like, I need this kid out of me. Like, this is too much. I'm about to burst. She's ready to go. Let's go.
Oh no.
So you're okay. I can show you some things that will help you and help
Thank
me out
you.
too. Bouncing on a ball was one of them, those big exercise balls. You just like bounce up and down
Yeah.
for a while, and it helps like move the child down. But
Yeah.
another one is sex. So for a long time, we were like,
Hey.
yeah, hey, I need this kid out of me. Let's have sex right now. Cool.
Bernie, are you
no one
watching
minded.
this?
Yeah. But same thing. You're like, this is enjoyable, but like there's a
Yeah,
reason we're
there's-
doing this.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's stay focused.
What about you, Meryl? What's changed?
Well, I've had 4 kids by this point.
Nice.
I'm one of them.
Little Laramie, Jeremy, Faramie, and Karami.
Bear me. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Faramie, Jeremy.
Beautiful name.
A
They're
lot has changed. Let's see, 2016. I was 2 years out of college at that point, which is crazy. I'd been working here for about 2 years.
Yeah.
Now I've been 5 years out of school and 5 years into being an adult, which is insane. Like, there's so many things that I've gotten to accomplish that I set out, which was pretty cool. I mean, obviously before the show started, but when the show started, I was kind of in the midst of those things. Like, I really wanted to pay off my student loans. I just did that like 2 weeks ago.
Congrats.
Thank you. And it was one of those things that when I graduated college, I kind of sat down and looked at like what I had to pay and was just so overwhelmed by it. So I was like,
Thinking like,
I'm
this
gonna-
is never.
yeah, I was like, this is impossible. Like, this is never going to happen. And then I kind of flipped it and was like, well, if I dedicate myself and it's something I want to do and I set a goal, like, I can do it. I know I can. And so I kind of told myself I had 5 years to do it. And I did it in 4 years and 11 months.
Wow.
So I even beat myself. I mean, so much has changed with like my personal life. Like my parents moved out of like my childhood home, which was, kind of, I didn't think it would affect me as much as it did, but you know, it really has. And then they started a new business that I've been helping them with. So
Yeah,
it's
you've
just
been
like
deep in the weeds on
I
that.
bought a house. Like so much has changed. And again, like
I feel like this really beautiful sentimental moment with this.
So excited. I'm like, sorry.
but you know, at the same time, like not a lot has changed. Like I feel like
Right.
I've changed and I've grown a lot, but I've also like stayed the same in a lot of ways. And in regards to change, it is something that's like terrifying for me. I still struggle with things like to this day that I should probably do to make myself happier or whatever, but it's hard for me to like get out of like complacency sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'm still learning. Still
learning.
trying to figure out how
Proud of
to
you.
best
You go
how
to
best
therapy now?
I go to therapy. You know, I'm like taking care of myself. So we'll see. We'll see where we're at in episode 200.
Yeah.
Yeah. Therapy's different for everyone too, but I agree with you. Like I really had a good time going, and it
Yeah.
seemed like it was very therapeutic and helpful,
Yeah.
and helpful for me. But yeah,
Yeah, I know. Like, I recently had a breakthrough whenever I was in my last session, and I was talking to my therapist, and I was like, "Hey, like, because I've been going kind of consistently every week for a few months now,
Yeah.
since like October, I think." And I was just like, "Hey, like, I think I want to come every other week. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I need to come every week."
that's
now
awesome.
at this
I mean,
point.
that's I would think the ideal. if
Yeah,
someone can
right.
wean themselves
you
off
can-
and go, "Hey,
right.
I can self-regulate," basically.
Yeah. So lots of things have changed. I've grown. Still trying to figure out how to deal with some things though, and how to continue to be an adult and live my life.
I think we all are.
I feel like it's a little.
It never
gauche-
ends.
It's gauche
Yeah.
to ask. But how old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay, 27. Cool.
29.
Cool.
For me, it's hard to think about because that's almost 3 years ago, and it doesn't feel like it was 3 years
No,
ago.
not at all.
The show has just flown by so quickly. Someone else was like, "Oh my God, you guys are already at episode 100? I thought you were at like episode 40." And I was like, "Well, that's a little."
We've been doing this for a while.
The show just
Yeah.
looks very young for its age.
Exactly. I think the older I've gotten,
moisturizes.
the less I've become afraid of change.
Yeah.
Because I just realized like that's
inevitable.
so much a part of being an adult and like growing up and like experiencing changes within your job or your living situation or your relationships or whatever it is. So I'm very open to change nowadays. I still like my comforts and going to things I'm familiar with, but I'm more accepting of change than ever before.
It's a weird dichotomy for sure. Like as you get, we were just talking about it before the show. It's like
Yeah.
as you get older, you take people's shit a lot less.
Yes.
You're like, okay, it's gonna like, okay, this is happening, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll roll with it. All right, whatever. Or like, I'm just not gonna deal with this. But at the same time, like, I'm so terrified of change. Like a big example is like I have kids now. I have a house. I have income. I have to make sure that like taxes are properly paid. So anything that is slightly changed a little bit, you're like having a panic attack. Like I could lose everything. I could lose
know.
my life, the way that I live.
Everything's so fragile, I think is also something you become more aware of.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if change also changes a little bit as you get older, because like the things that are changing are very different.
Yeah.
Like you're not going through, you know, graduation from school, like first jobs, like you know, going through like the dating scene and all that. A lot of that changes, and you start to settle a little bit, and then the changes are kids, and then you know, kids going to school,
Oh my God.
and like what it is that's
ready for
changing
that, yep.
is a little bit different.
Yeah, or even like physicality too. It's like we've hit the point, for me at least, hitting 30. I'm like, we were talking about that in Vegas. People were like, yeah, let's party. We're like, dude, I just want to go to bed. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm good. Thank you.
And I'm okay with it.
Yeah, totally
Not
fine.
22 anymore.
Yeah, and if you drink as much as you used to in your 20s too, you get a mad hangover. Whereas
Yeah. Oh,
before I
God.
could like puke and rally no problem. Now I'm like, I gotta chill out. Like,
Do you remember laughing at people who would talk about hangovers and be like, ha ha ha, cute?
Yep. Yep.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh goodness.
It's part of growth. And then personally, things that have changed since then. I mean, new relationship, happier than I've ever
house.
been
Yeah.
with Trevor. Feeling more secure in who I am as a person. Even just like hosting this show, I feel I've changed a lot in that aspects, and like just being more comfortable doing this at Rooster Teeth and being more comfortable on camera and like with
Directing.
people around,
Directing.
and writing and doing things I never thought I would do. Just stuff like that, and just feeling more comfortable in my own skin. I think is like the biggest change I've had.
We're
since
doing
then.
it, you know?
We're doing it.
And doing it well.
There's
Doing
also
it, we're doing it well.
so the second follow-up that I want to do from the first episode. One of the first questions we had on the show, episode 1, back in September 2016, was, "Have you ever pissed your pants?" And so we're gonna play a clip from the first episode, and then I want us to revisit this question as well. All right, guys, so for our Ask Us Anything, this is submitted by Rachel M. Have you ever literally pissed your pants?
Yup. I've known that women, it seems like our anatomy just works that way. Like, we piss ourselves.
If you
It
laugh
happens.
hard enough and you have to pee, there's some pressure there that's gonna happen.
You
then.
sneeze.
Sneeze.
Yes.
You cough.
Do you ever do the thing where you really have to pee, but you don't want to stop what you're doing? So you end up just like crossing your legs and doing the like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
like you're shaking your,
Like gyrating
yeah,
against
you're kind of
yourself.
like just like holding it in like this. I still do that all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. That faded.
Every girl knows that move.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The shake.
I thought I was going to tell a story, but I didn't. So I'll tell it now.
Oh, please do. Yeah, so follow up. Since then, have you pissed your pants or worse?
Since this, yeah, pregnancy is like nonstop. I'm
No,
sorry.
look,
I'm sorry.
I was warned about this. You get just like sometimes it'll go a little bit like, and you're like, oh, really?
Like a little
God
spittle,
damn it.
little
Yes,
spittle
yeah.
piss.
There's that with anything you do. Again, like sneeze, cough, you stand up, sit down, you're like, all right, cool, thanks, body.
Zink.
The worst was one time I had to go to the bathroom. I sneezed. Everything went. Oh God, it's just not stopping.
Because usually it's like a little dribble.
No, yeah. Another time too, same thing. I'm getting up from my desk. A lot more came out than usual, and then you get the confusion of like, did my water just break?
Oh.
So you have about 10 minutes of panic attack before you figure out that you just peed yourself. That's it.
Thank you, thank you.
But before that, I peed myself full on in college because I was driving. I think I told this story before. I was driving home. I'm from Dallas originally. A good halfway point is Waco.
Yeah.
So I hit Waco and I was like, don't have to go to the bathroom. I'm good. I'm just gonna go all the way to Austin, save me some time. Great.
Yep.
So I'm pulling into my apartment complex, and like, you ever have that moment where you hit a certain block or like a certain space and your body goes, hey, you have to go to the bathroom now.
Now.
I'm holding it, but now like the time is up.
Like you were cool. Now,
Yeah.
We gotta
so
go.
much.
Yeah, and I think it's because I was like, I'm home, and my brain was like, oh, you're good. I'm like, not good. I need 5 more minutes. I need this. So I got up to my apartment, and it was like a horror movie where I couldn't get my key in the lock. I'm like, come on. So finally, my body's like, hey, fuck you. You ran out of time. And I just,
Oh.
it's like,
You're like, it's happening. It's happening.
it was the saddest thing in the world. And I just sadly like got a hose and like hosed off my balcony.
So since this, I haven't pissed myself, but I did shit myself.
Hey.
Not like fully, like whole
Yeah.
shit
Yeah.
coming out, but you
Yeah.
know when like you really have to go and like gets on your
Just, like,
underwear.
yeah, like a
in
little bit.
So I was. This is very recent.
oh no.
And Trevor's right
Oh,
there.
no.
I wasn't gonna tell you this, but there was one day where I was at work and I was filming, and I had to like go to the bathroom so bad, but I didn't want to go at work because I was like, oh, I could just go home, like whatever. I'll just drive home and do it there. So I was in the car and I was like, oh, I really gotta go, and I get home and I'm running to the bathroom, and like as I'm walking to the bathroom, like.
Little jelly bean.
Like just a little bit groundhogs or
Prairie dog.
prairie dogs out.
Got to prairie dog it.
And like gets on my underwear, and I'm like, this is going instantly into the trash.
Oh no!
And luckily Trevor wasn't home yet, and he doesn't know this, so
Now he knows.
now he knows.
And he's giggling about it.
Trevor's like, I'm going to text you
Yeah.
a breakup letter later.
29 years old, shit my pants.
It happens.
Do you not
Yeah,
poop
no
at
shame.
work?
I do usually, like I'm
yeah.
fine with it, but it was the end of the day, and I was like, I might as well just go home first. Like it wasn't that badly that I had to go, but it got progressively more urgent as I drove.
I do know some people like that who will not shit at the office. They gotta go home to do it.
Dude,
Yeah.
there's so many good places to shit here.
There's a lot of good
Find
shit
middle
bathrooms
spots.
here.
Oh, the
Give me a
bungalow?
map.
The bungalow has squatty potties.
Yeah, and private
So-
bathrooms.
So
private bathrooms.
they've got those little steps.
Yeah.
Are
love
those
those
for
things.
kids?
No, they're
What
for
are
you.
They're for to put your feet on, so it makes the
We're naturally
curve of your
supposed to
butthole.
squat, Ashley,
Yeah.
to poop.
And to give birth.
Yeah.
And so you could use it. You could use it if you wanted to.
Which actually a lot of hospitals do allow you to do now. It's not the normal like lay on your back and spread your legs. You could potentially, if you wanted to and choose to, you could do a normal squat. Or get into what is, I guess, like a doggy position, I guess.
Oh.
And give birth that way.
Hot.
Okay.
You can.
Yeah, okay.
It's your choice, Ashley.
Yeah, there's a lot of great places to poop here.
Yeah.
I still have not pissed myself or shit myself. I'm very, very, very close though.
Yeah. To pissing or shitting?
Shitting myself. I had a very bad bout with food poisoning.
Oh no.
And it was like on the tail end of it when I knew I was getting better. But, you know, I was going to say, sometimes your ass turns into a faucet.
Yeah.
And you're like, I didn't know. I could pee out of my butt.
I didn't know that pure liquid could come out of
Pure liquid. And when you're in that state and you're recovering from it, you like can't take a chance.
Yeah.
You cannot gamble on a fart and hope that it'll go well.
Yeah.
Because it will not.
I totally forgot about it until you mentioned it. I don't care if it's TMI, whatever. We're already talking about shitting ourselves. So I was in college. I was sick. Not food poisoning, but still sick. I had a friend come over and give me soup and be nice and take care of me. So I was like, hang on, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom. She was like, wow, that was a long pee. I was like, that wasn't pee. And she's like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Go to the doctor.
Yeah. Man, when it's hot liquid coming out and you're just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So it's,
Wow.
I'm emptying! And then you lose like 5 pounds.
Jesus
Oh,
can't
yeah.
help you
And
now.
you're like, all right, I'm good.
He has
Well,
forsaken
I just
you.
want to like sit it down and have a talk. Like, all right, first of all, what were you doing down that pipe?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You getting piped.
Oh, God. But yeah, you just can't if you ever take a chance on a fart when you're, you know, coming out of food poisoning or coming out of any kind of stomach bug
Yeah.
that yours.
If you ever have to get a colonoscopy and do the prep for a colonoscopy, there's no such thing as a fart. It's always shit.
Yeah, noted.
Yep.
I will
Never.
say-
Always be on a toilet if you feel the rumble.
Also, squatty potties, amazing for going to the bathroom when you're pregnant. Because I don't know if you've experienced that too. Sometimes pregnancy causes a lot of constipation.
Oh my God,
cool.
like pooping is feast or famine,
Yeah, it is. It totally is.
and sometimes it hurts.
So true.
Oh, wow.
So have
There
you
you go.
pissed or shit your pants since September?
Just like just like little,
The little tinkles?
yeah, little.
Little tinkles.
I feel like that's gonna be forever and always.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know
After
that that's
like
ever gonna go away.
15.
You know, everyone says like, do your kegels, and that'll help keep it tight.
Yep.
Keep it tight. All right, well,
I'm giggling now.
I'm gonna ask for an update
Right
in
now.
another 100 episodes from you guys.
All right.
So if
You
anything
know what,
happens-
Barb? I'm going to make you proud. I'll try to piss myself.
Yeah,
Please do. All right, so we have a couple more segments before we end the show. Something we wanted to do was talk about some follow-ups from some Box of Issues questions we've had on the show.
Yeah.
So here's the first one. This was the original question. I have 2 very close friends that mean the world to me. They tend to make jokes that put me down a lot and hit on my insecurities more often than I'd care to admit when I get distance. They confront me and tell them my anxiety is getting to me. I just don't tell them that it's them causing it. The main issue is that we work together, so I see them 5 days a week, and if I do confront them, it could make things real awkward real quick. They really bring me down and make things as simple as going to work way harder than it should be. What would you do if you were in my position? As always, your help means the world to me. Thank you for doing what you do, Dylan.
Well, that is a bit of a tone shift from pooping.
And then,
oneself.
so we did answer Dylan's question on the show, and Dylan wrote back. So Dylan writes, hey, Always Open, you guys answered my boy with Katie Morton. Big fan of her on the show, by the way. And things have transpired since then. So before the show came out, I distanced myself from my friends / coworkers just a little bit for my own sanity. They picked up on it pretty quick, and we ended up talking about things, not necessarily about what was really bugging me, but where my head was at in general and what I've been struggling with. Since then, one of my friends and I have drifted, which isn't exactly good, but I feel better mentally, so maybe it had to happen. My other friend and I, on the other hand, have become surprisingly close. We vent to each other pretty frequently, and I feel way more open and more comfortable at work. I just wanted to follow up and let you guys know that y'all mean the world to me and so many others. Thank you all for what you guys do. It helps more than you know. Dylan.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's lovely.
Cool.
That's really cool.
Fantastic.
Good job, Dylan.
That's wonderful.
Talking to your friends, especially when you see them so often, is such a hard thing when you're like, I don't like the way you make me feel.
Yeah. Because then people take that very personally.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
But-
and having it be a work situation is tough too,
Yeah.
because if you suddenly no longer get along, that's too bad.
Right.
Yeah.
It's hard to go back to work, but seems like it worked out for him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So good for him.
And then our next boy follow-up was a voicemail. It was about a caller who's a young woman who likes women. She has a new friend that she's met at university who she's interested in, but she's not sure if the friend also likes women and doesn't know how to approach seeing it if there's interest. So that was a call we took on the show.
It was our Valentine's Day episode.
I remember
You
that.
and Bernie.
Yeah. And then, so her name was Chris, and she wrote back. A week or so after the episode, my friend and I had a movie / sleepover night, and it was then that I told her that I had come to the realization of liking women a few months prior. She brought up having a crush on a girl once, about not being completely sure whether she only liked guys, and it was actually a lot easier to tell her than I expected. I told her that I had a crush on her, and she said that she replied with saying she had a little crush on me as well. It felt like a gigantic weight had been lifted. We sort of just let that sit, still continued hanging out on weekends. I finally decided to ask if she'd be open to going on a real date with me. I told her she could take as long as she wanted to think it over, and later that night she texted me her reply. She said it was something that she had been thinking about too. Whether she just thought of me as a close friend or more romantically, but ultimately felt that it would be better to not try dating at all. She said she feels a bit more attracted to guys and didn't want to disappoint me or herself if we started dating and ended up growing apart because she realized it later. I had my little crying session because while I tried not to set up expectations, it's always a little hard not to, absolutely. We were both worried about losing our friendship, but reassured each other about remaining friends. We've been texting each other like normal and plan on continuing to hang out. It hasn't even felt awkward or anything between us, which I'm very glad about. It wasn't my desired outcome, but I was happy with being able to get a definitive answer and taking a shot at it. I just wanted to thank Barbara, Merrill, Ashley, and Bernie, and the people in the comments for the wonderful advice.
That's awesome.
Great. That's
We get
Chris.
we get a version of that question fairly often. It's just like, hey,
Absolutely.
I'm so and so, and I'm in love with my best friend, or have
Yep.
feelings for a friend. What do I do? And it's always such a hard thing to navigate because you don't know how to answer because you never know how it's going to go.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that's the ideal though, and I wish more
Yeah.
people were like that too. Where it's like, hey, I'm not interested. Hey, okay, okay, moving on.
Yeah.
No problem.
That's the second ideal.
But what's the first? Well, obviously getting together.
getting
that'd be
together,
ideal. If it doesn't work out and the people are not interested in dating each other, one party
Then
is
that
not
is
in
the
favor.
best case
yes.
scenario.
I think that's how people should handle like I'm not interested in you or vice versa.
Yeah.
It's like,
100%.
I think she made a good point of even though it was hard to not set expectations, she kind of it was sad for her, but like I think that's when you go in, you're like, this is what I want, and like make or break, then you're just gonna set yourself up for failure.
Exactly. She seems to be handling it very maturely.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
very wonderfully. And I'm glad that they're still friends.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's great. That could
Sounds
happen.
like a very healthy friendship.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We also have some thank yous from people who wrote into the show. Maybe we'll read those on the post show.
Yeah.
Since we have a couple more things to get to. So if you're not a first member, sign up so you could read or hear us read thank yous from you guys after the show. So the last couple things we're gonna do, we have a time capsule.
We do. A time capsule. It's a box.
It's a box. A box,
It's a box that they won't let me bury.
It's a time box.
It's a time box.
It's a beautiful blue box with a ribbon on it. And we asked everyone here to bring something to put into the time capsule, and maybe in another 100 episodes we'll open it and see what things are like. So I'll start.
What'd you bring?
So I brought a couple things. The first thing is just a little sentimental. It's a keychain of the Yang Gauntlet
Aw.
Nice.
from Ruby. So I'm gonna put that in there just to have something special in there. And then this is the bracelet that I wore on the first episode of Always Open with you guys.
Oh, shit.
We had a jewelry sponsor.
Oh yeah.
And I forget the name of it, but it's okay because we're not sponsoring this episode. So I'm gonna put that in there
Wow.
as well. And then I found this. It's an old holiday card from Rooster Teeth. I forget what year, but these were basically all the employees we had at the company
I
at the
see.
time.
Gosh.
And
Oh, it's like peanuts.
yeah, it's in the peanut style. And I thought it would be a nice thing to put in the box to just remember how much we've grown over the time and how things have changed here, and to remember the good old days as well, and to remind myself that live in the moment as best you can because things change and
Yeah.
people grow.
Word.
Pop.
Yeah.
I brought my first sonogram.
Oh,
Because I figure in another 100 episodes I'm gonna be crazy with the toddler.
You really yeah.
I'm gonna be looking at this being like, you were so nice. You were so well behaved. You slept so well.
You were so calm inside of
You
me.
used to kick me from the inside. Now you just kick me from the outside.
We'll see what's changed from this
Oh my gosh.
in 100
love it.
episodes.
Wow. You gotta put a new picture of him.
Yeah.
He's human.
Oh yeah. He's still a human.
When he was person.
That's definitely me and Iris for sure now.
Oh yeah.
But like as a baby, especially Luna, it's like you sleep all day. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, you can take some time. Iris is like, no. You watch me.
Let's
it's 24
go time.
Let's
Yeah.
do it. Okay, so you guys went super sentimental. I just went with something I thought was cute. I just really like these cats that I got. They're fancy cats.
Oh my
You
God.
give up your fancy cat?
Yeah, this one has, it's not a bow tie.
Only
I don't
for
know what you
100
call that. It's like a
episodes.
little lace collar,
get it back.
I guess, with
Yeah.
a bow. And then this one's an extra fancy cat.
Oh, very fancy.
Got like pearls on.
yes.
And that's a very fancy hat.
I have not named them yet. Maybe I'll name them whenever we open it.
Marilyn,
back up again.
Barbara.
There you go.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There we go. Done.
Wait, which one's who?
Oh come on. You
I'm
already
probably
know.
Mariel.
I'm probably the white one.
Okay, cool. Done.
Of course she's a
All
white
right.
one.
Goodbye, kitties.
I brought
In
one
100 episodes.
one sentimental thing and one kind of current thing. I brought this is kind of just like the logo and like sticker that we put on all the things at my parents' coffee shop.
Oh.
It's just cups and whatnot. So
Yeah.
we'll see where it goes in 100 episodes, and hopefully it's still running. Who knows?
Hopefully both things are still running.
Yeah. And then the other thing I brought was my Avengers ticket from Saturday.
Oh,
I
nice.
figured it's a good it's such a huge phenomenon that's happening right now.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice to see it in probably 2 years from now and be like,
That's a good call, yeah.
damn,
That's 10 years of Marvel movies.
10 years
together.
right here.
A
Ending.
third of my life.
Boom.
And then,
Oh, wow. I missed the box.
And then,
we have one more thing that Mr. Texas wanted to bring
yeah.
on if you want to come and donate it to to the box. Oh, and then we also have some stuff in here.
So Mike Pirtle, who does our audio, put, "What do you mean the battery is dead?"
Oh yeah, he's had that hanging up for a while now.
yeah,
Yeah.
got it up.
And he signed it at the bottom there.
Nice, nice.
And
Mr.
then we'll put that in the
Texas,
box.
what do you have here?
So first off, let me say, when you texted me this morning about it, I realized that you gave me something. It was a tip, actually, and it was a penis drawing that you drew for me.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I remember that.
I have
that
it
sounds like
somewhere
more than
at
the
my
tip.
house, so I will try to find that sucker and
That's
put it in because I
awesome.
was like, that was my first tip, but it was a penis. But the second best thing is, guess what I've got here? If you don't know what this is, you can just kind of pan in there. This is a little red lipstick. This is for Miss Mariel. So in 100 more episodes, you have to wear this color on
Yes!
the whole show,
Yes.
not just Halloween, but for the whole episode.
Maybe it'll land on Halloween.
I saw that it was a matte red. Is she more of a matte or a gloss person?
You know what?
Does it
She
matter?
hates all colors. So she literally hates all lip colors. She's literally like, "Can you put some chapstick on me?" So so we got this right here. So
It's
There we
kind of
go.
spicy.
super excited.
Going in
It's going to
the
be
box.
taunting you in
It's
there.
gonna be in there.
I
and-
know we have some other guy. You get some people out there. I know someone had something. Is Cody around?
We'll bring him on in a second.
Okay.
Right?
Well, I'm super excited.
So right before we bring the rest of the crew on, I also want to mention that RTX is coming up. I was supposed to mention this early in the show and I forgot. RTX is coming up. Tickets are still available. There's a big announcement on Wednesday. There's a guest that we're announcing, part of the Animation Festival, that we're very excited about. Also, Troy and Nolan, who were on the show a couple weeks ago, are going to be there doing Retro Replay Live. So go get your tickets, rtxevent.com. We're going to have Always Open there. It's going to be fun. Don't miss out. So now, let's bring on the crew. We wouldn't be able to do any of Always Open without these people. So we're gonna bring them onto the set. They make everything happen from set design to lighting to camera op.
Look at all these
Producing.
awesome.
Everything.
Squeeze in, guys.
Squeeze it in.
Yeah.
As
in
much
here,
as
get
you
in here.
can.
Michael and I have talked
Give her
about it,
Cody.
but it's totally true. It's like
Yeah.
being a cast member on something, we technically have like the easiest job.
We
Like,
do.
yeah, we're
Oh,
talking
yeah.
and everything, but they're the ones that set everything up and make sure everything runs totally smoothly. So thank you very
Yes.
much. Yeah.
So I just want to say thank you guys all so much for making the show happen and everyone here. It's been an incredible journey with everyone and we can't wait to keep it going and to improve the show even more. So cheers everyone. Thank you so much for 100 episodes. Woo! Yeah.
Cheers.
All right.
All right, so before we go, we do want to show you guys some of our favorite clips and moments from all 100 episodes. Again, thank you everyone. Thank you so much for watching. We love you.
Goodbye.
Heard from you, are you okay? What's going on? And she was silent, and then she just goes, I don't want to fuck you anymore.
What a way to say that.
And I was like,
She got balls.
excuse me? What do you, what?
That's not even like.
No, she was a bitch.
Who
You
is
can
this?
say it.
I was
Her
calling her out.
name is Lizzie, and I am still pissed about it. Yeah, thank you.
That's for you, Lizzie.
That's for you, Lizzie.
I don't want to fuck you anymore, Lizzie.
Mariel's.
So that was
Give me one of these! And one of these!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I am your host for this evening, Barbara Dunkelman, and with me today I have only two other people that we managed to get for the show.
I know, no one wanted to join the finale. Everyone was too sad.
What are your names?
Bethany.
And I'm Mariel.
Wait a minute.
Wait, what is that? There's like a rumbling.
Wait, I feel something
What
on
is
his
this?
There's a
face.
rumbling.
Not today, Barbara. Oh, you thought you could keep me from the season finale of Always Open. But here I am with my party hat. Oh my God, Elise.
Better than my hope.
Elise, I didn't know you were down there.
How would you get there? Oh God, this company doesn't have good enough health insurance. Help me to do that.
It's the peppermint ice cream shot, and this is submitted by Daniel W. And it's, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, amarula and peppermint schnapps. So this is the peppermint ice cream. Shout out to you and everyone watching.
delicious.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, you guys.
Okay.
Oh wait, you have to tap it, right?
Yeah, we're cool kids.
Oh no.
It's creamy. Oh. You're all right there? It's good. You're all right there? Do you love that?
Oh, was it great?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Give me another one.
Really put some hair on your chest. Those things should not be mixed.
Wait. Oh,
Wait, did you really not like this?
I loved it.
I thought that was great. You liked it?
Loved it. So good.
Did we get another one? Wait, did we get 2 different shots? I'm sweaty. Fuck, did you? What'd you put in it, Texas? There was an ant in mine.
I went to turpentine, so.
Falling all the way down.
It's still alive.
I'm okay.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah.
But stick it in stuff.
I never. I mean,
Always open, Tyler.
Yes.
I mean, I can suck my own dick.
Yeah? Nice. That's the name of this episode. Yes.
I have never had sex. I'm an abstinent crab. That's actually why I'm here today, you guys. It's PSA.
Hey.
Abstinence crab.
Meryl is practicing crabstinence.
Zoom out.
Fucking kill me right now.
I said I would never dab again.
Sucking on a clean shaved ball is nice, though.
Okay, let's just move on from there. Let's just move on.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Always Open. On today's show, we're going to be talking about our first time having sex, questions from our box of issues, and discussing our kinks as well. I'm your host, Steven Subject. And
I'm your host, Kib, aka Clayton James.
Funny. How long have you been planning that? Legitimately, how long has this been? Because you said, oh, we've got a surprise. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy cool. 4 months. It must have been 4 months ago.
The real Steven Subject. It was quite a while. We actually were going to do it for Halloween.
You've really been sitting on this for 4 months. Both of you guys have.
Yeah.
4 months you've been
More
sitting
than
on
that,
this. and
even.
How much of like your
It's me.
thought process
Kib,
has this?
AKA Clayton James.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up, dude?
I just like keep
What do
getting
you
tricked
think?
out because I think I'm looking in a mirror.
Honestly, I'd just rather hang out with you than anyone else because I love myself.
Why can't you be like that, Steve?
You know? So you just gotta love yourself a little more, you know what I mean, buddy?
Okay, I will be like that.
Okay, do
Awesome. I love me.
Speaking of loving me,
Just look straight into your camera.
oh,
No.
Speaking of loving
and then
me.
Meryl, look straight into your camera. And then just flip back and forth.
you gotta do the right smile though.
It's the, yep. And now, Steve, look into your camera.
I don't know which one's which.
I don't know. I sat down there like with her family. They didn't speak English.
Yep.
And I'm just sitting there, white guy, just smiling, just
Eating
just saying like gracias, but saying it like softly because I was nervous.
Correct. You didn't want to like sound stupid.
I didn't want to sound stupid.
That was me in Italy the whole time.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, grazie. Oh.
Yeah.
This is a different loop.
What's that?
Oh, Kevin, what is this? What the fuck is this?
I guess we never noticed that Gavin was in the shot. That's so crazy.
Kevin, what are you doing in there?
What the
I
fuck is
legitimately
going
was
on?
so confused just now. I think that was a prank that you guys pulled on us. At first I was like, oh shit, we're using the wrong footage.
Oh man.
Did you know you were there?
I did.
No idea. No, actually.
By far the most effort I've ever gone to for like a 2-second joke.
You did that on purpose.
I went downtown last night and I shot that.
Oh my God.
I took a screenshot. I was like, where did they shoot that intro? And I tried to find that exact spot.
That's amazing. Tip of the cap.
I was panicking at first because I was like, fuck, like I know they're having issues with the video before. It's like,
It was all a lie. It was all a setup.
You fuckers.
One of my favorite things to do in front of Jackie is pretend to twerk or attempt to twerk.
I bet you could probably twerk. I don't think I bet your attempts are real because I've seen you move.
Yeah, you could probably
I don't
twerk.
quite know because I'm never like looking back at it. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so it's more just.
We have cameras here.
I mean, I could attempt. I could attempt to twerk.
Pretend we are all collectively Jackie.
Oh God.
Give us a twerk.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop.
So if this was back at home, don't you be like, "What's up, babe? How you doing? What you been up to?"
How's
and I
your
come
night?
over, and then it's just like, eh.
Oh.
so you
Yeah, you're twerking. That is twerking.
Yes.
Incredible.
There you go.
I think that shot was delicious. Actually, our drinks are on their way.
Oh, hell yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
come on out.
Oh my God. What?
I'm so happy.
What
right
the hell? Oh my God.
now. Yes.
What?
Yes.
What?
We had
Thank you.
Bernie is first. So,
So, is this your new uniform?
you know, this is
Forever?
what me and Meryl kind of concocted up.
Wow.
When we first knew this was the
I've
Valentine's.
been dreaming about
Yes,
this.
it was really hard to keep this from you because I was like, I'm gonna dye my hair, I'm gonna bleach it, I'm gonna go. I was like, I could
He
wear a wig.
committed, Barbara.
I was like, I gotta spray tan this horrible.
Look at his
I have the worst luck with spray tan people.
What was I saying that I got anxious about earlier today?
You got anxious about.
Oh, I got this thing that I got this moisturizer that I
answer
spray
fast.
on my face,
Oh.
and it has and it's like it's got a battery. It's battery operated, so it's like.
It's very high tech.
And
Why does that need to be battery operated?
Otherwise, you have to press it.
it's actually USB rechargeable. It's pretty awesome.
It's this
I wish I had
magic
it.
device.
I would go get it. Can we?
Is it in your luggage somewhere?
Yeah. Can you go get it? Can you go get it? Okay. I got my bag here.
Now, so we had.
I'm the same bag as you.
I have one of these. I have not
wow.
activated it yet.
Okay.
Because the woman who was doing the makeup on GMM had one, and then she was like, "Oh, I know the person who invented this
All
or
right, so
something."
check
this is
this
why we
out.
have.
Are you gonna spray it on me?
Yeah,
No, seriously, no, it's totally fine to go over your makeup.
Okay.
It locks it in. It's great. Yeah,
you need to blot that tear though.
You can do it over
All
makeup.
right, so check this out.
Totally fine.
I'm afraid of it.
Just hey,
All right, look. Close your
not a
eyes.
It's
hitchhiker.
a fucking anticipation.
Close your eyes. Open your mouth.
Yeah, it's nice. Doesn't it feel great?
It does.
It's hyaluronic acid in it.
Now here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Is that
Wow.
not? That's
that.
awesome.
Harold's taking it like a champ.
Now you will forget the last 72
Doesn't
hours.
smell I mean, we're just like getting
Open your eyes. Open your eyes, you moron.
Ladies, thank you so much for joining me for the first episode of Always Open.
Thank you.
And
Thanks
thank
for having
you
us.
for joining us. We'll see you guys next week. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, love. Cheers. Cheers. I like how there's always drinks like that.
Hey.
Hello, YouTube. Thank you for watching the 100th episode of Always Open. We hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, check out other episodes or other videos, whatever we got down here.
There are 100 of them.
Like, subscribe. Watch all 100. Do it.
You know you have time.